Alright, so we're going to be adding more cron jobs today. Uh, because one of the things that I need to do is similar to how I have like the music randomizer stats here for like video stats. I need to do the same but for like Spotify stats. You feel me? Um, the way that I plan to do this though is it's good that these are all empty because I can take this and not this one. I can take this and export it as a template. So let me do a template actually. Hold on. And oh my god, I'm glad that wasn't on any password or anything. Hold on. Let me control panel. This should be in here though actually. So this should be because it's a template. So let me move this into the cron jobs here and then do templates. Templates. And in the here we're gonna do stat template .sql. And I'm gonna paste this in here. And okay, I actually don't know what code it's gonna show. Okay, right now it's not good. Let me fix what code it's going to show. Here. So like this, and one of the things we're gonna be doing is we're going to be changing. Oh, I need to create a new table here in my music randomizer thing. The one thing though about this is just double check this is yeah. Oh, hold on, I can keep that one open. This one I can keep this, but manage my databases. Because music stats, music randomizer user stats. I don't use this one anymore. Music randomizer user stats. 0 bytes. Delete this one. I don't use that one anymore. Um, yeah, the lyrics, like the randomizer itself is only 102 megabytes, but the lyrics are 260 megabytes. So one thing that I'm thinking about is um, if the site continues to grow, because the lyrics, we don't have a ton of the lyrics fetched again. Um, but we're gonna need music randomizer Spotify stats 2026. And let me just hold on. Stats 2026. And then we already have stats and user stats 2026, but Spotify stats we don't have. And then I guess yeah, we just import this into the template. So Spotify stats 2026, we just import this and then pretty much just do the same template, right? I don't think anything's changed in here. Yeah. Yeah, now that I can't see it. Now we have it all here for Spotify stats 2026. So that's good. So stat template. And then in our like update stats, we need to let me see real quick where our stat update occurs at because our view tracking update occurs every day, but our our other thing doesn't occur that often, so duration, view count, yeah, items, yeah. But let me see stats underscore 2026. This is the backup. Get request year, stats year. Stats year will be 2026 soon, to be honest. So stats year, user stats promise. Hold on. Update artist stat. Year comes from the date year. Okay. Update artist stats. Select today from view tracker. Today, we get today's views, result stats. So what we need to then do in our database is we need to create a view tracker here for Spotify. View tracker 2 is everything else. I'm gonna do view tracker Spotify and just clone the whole thing. And then ID, artist, today, yesterday. And then I think these gotta be big ints, right? Oh no, these are all varchars. Last week prior, last month, we need 3 more, last year, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total views, total time, total songs, which average views, which I did big int, and then artist ID. So let me just make sure that this is all look correct. Yeah. So update artist stats. So then this one, when we say update today, yesterday, and all that, we're gonna need to create a Spotify folder in here. So Spotify. Ooh. Spotify. And in here, we're gonna do update artist update artist Spotify stats. Spotify stats. PHP. And in here, we're pretty much gonna do the same code, but we're gonna instead of this, we're gonna do stats, music randomizer, Spotify stats year, like this, and then instead of view tracker, it's gonna be view tracker Spotify. Which, let me actually just rename the table. I don't want to be a cap there. So view tracker Spotify, like that. Everything else is fine. And then what we need to then do is when we do update today, update Spotify today, update Spotify today.php. We pretty much are doing the update today, but in the Spotify section. But we kind of need to change this a bit. So hold on. Update Spotify last 2 weeks.php. Update Spotify last 6 months.php. Update Spotify last week.php. Update Spotify last year.php. Okay, so last year we'll update view tracker, set last year. So update view tracker Spotify. Yeah, and then last week, copy paste this. Like this, and then last 6 months, same thing. I feel like I could probably use the same script. Like I could probably use the same script and then just have it. No, because it does differently. Last 6 months and yeah, last 6 months and then last 2 weeks. It's different. Yeah. And then what's the other one? Update last month. Update Spotify. Update Spotify last month.php. And then update week before. So update Spotify week before .php. Let me rename this one also. So week before. Oh shit, hold on. And then update Spotify yesterday.php. Update Spotify yesterday. Okay, and then update today is it gonna be a bit different because we're gonna do, instead of this, we're gonna update this. There should be an insert though, right? Okay, I don't know. But we're gonna do update some of where artist ID, but instead we're gonna do Spotify streams from Spotify streams where artist ID equals that and mapped song ID does not equal 0. Update stream count. Alright, hold on. I need to get a drink. Cat is finally quiet. after hours of chasing the cat. I spent like maybe a total of like an hour and a half today going around the house chasing this cat with the water. I think he find it fun, but I'm just trying to tire him out, and I want to like piss him off too. He's not allowed to. He is not allowed to just be like, doing random shit, meowing too much. His meowing is causing me stress and being an issue. Okay, no one bought anything today on the site, but so last 7 days, this one for 87 clicks out of 1,000 impressions is not that bad. I don't know what to do with music randomizer, to be honest. That it seems like it's impossible to fix the SEO on that site, no matter what I do. And I spent a lot of like my codex time on that to fix the SEO, and like I wasted. I feel like I wasted so much on it, but it's it's whatever. Set total songs. What we want to do here though is we want to do count from songs from Spotify streams and mapped song ID does not equal 0. Right? Let me just double check this. Yeah, it's 1. So yeah. So total songs, and then average will just be this. So like this, but then there should be an insert statement. So I'm missing something here. So hold on. I'm missing something here that there was an insert. Oh yeah, there is. Insert into blank table. Table name is month, but Spotify stats inserts into here, but okay, I see now. I see, says the blind man. And then the only thing that I need to do is this. Make sure this is all done on the other. And I kind of want to reorganize the folders into like one for YouTube, one for Spotify. So like that one's YouTube, and then create a new folder or no, that one's Spotify. So create one for YouTube, and then move the YouTube ones into there. And then this one will have also these. And then when I update this, I'm gonna need to update, alright, hold on. Yeah, so that way I can differentiate which ones are good and which ones are not good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 9 in both. Alright, hold on. This one is fine. Actually, hold on. Why does that have Okay, I will keep this one here because I don't know if I need it. Update site metrics. That one is fine to leave here as other. Update album total views. So this one is bit different. So this one definitely in here for YouTube. But for albums total views, we need to also update for did the special album total views get updated? Album video views. Yeah, this one does get updated. Oh, I could probably remove Spotify ID off of this, right? No. I think it's fine to keep Spotify ID. But Spotify streams, though, needs to change. So this one needs to have its own file where it's update Spotify total album views.php. And then let me just pretty much update this. But it's going to be some video views from songs. So it's not going to be from songs. It's going to be from Spotify streams. Where album ID, that's kind of an issue right now. None of these album IDs are mapped. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, yeah. And mapped song ID does not equal 0. Sum of stream count as total from Spotify streams, and then update all albums. Set Spotify streams as total views where ID equals album ID. Select all from special albums, Spotify streams. Sum of stream count where from Spotify streams where special album ID equals, and mapped song ID does not equal 0. Update set Spotify streams where ID equals special album ID. So that's there. Site metrics, total plays, that's fine. Total views, that's fine. View tracker. That's fine. View tracker 2. That's fine. And I think maybe I changed this to I don't think I used view tracker 2. So let me okay, hold on. Fuck. I almost deleted that one. Let me check real quick. Fuck. If I open it up, these will become null again. Yeah, no one bought another no ads thing, but I need to update these apps once codex resolves. Because I've basically used my whole limit and I'm not paying money to my weekly usage. So my weekly usage resets on the 1st. Yeah. And the 1st is in 2 days. Idris Elba. Nine millionth Tesla. Hold on. Yeah. So, let me check real quick on I thought I had cron jobs like up here. Here it is. View tracker 2 is not even used anymore. So let me just delete this, to be honest. And I had the git history for it, so it's fine. Let me just check real quick. All I did in this change was... Oh, I got a message. Hold on. So yeah, everything up here, Spotify, this should all be good here. View tracker, view tracker. And then update all albums, Spotify streams. Map song ID does not equal 0. View tracker Spotify streams, that's still the song. Update view tracker Spotify. Let me check real quick. Total songs, yep. But view tracker I think does an insert, right? Update set. No, but literally view tracker, what I've done with the view tracker is I've optimized it to be the fastest possible updating every day. So I literally don't have to change much with it. But for the year, let me just make this 2026 and then see how if this will work. I don't think I need to update anything else. Spotify streams. So where's the insert again? Here. Insert. Okay, so let me update the site with this. I'm gonna need to update my... I don't even know what site I'm connected to right now. This one. Python scripts. So I'm thinking of actually removing this one here. Removing, I think, both of these, right? Yeah, both of these. Remove both of these. Delete them. Yeah. Uh, feel like yeah, next year New Year's falls on the 1st. Let's go. All right, I think this should be okay. So let me hold on. No cron jobs run like soon, right? Update today. Let me check. Did today's views already count? The 30th. Yeah, it already updated today's because I believe update today updates. Oh shit, I forgot my phone. All right, yeah, so let me not remove that one. Delete the yeah, delete these and then upload this. And then I'm gonna need to update some of these cron jobs. Hold on. YouTube. Fuck. Edit. Update yesterday. Edit. Last week. So today, yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Update total views. Now if this is total views, I leave alone. Total plays, total album views goes in here. Update week before. Update artist stats. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. Oh wait, I'm missing last 6 months. Last 6 months, is that even in the tracker? No. Last month, last 6 months. Not even in the tracker. Yeah, so let me add that in. Yeah. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 7. 0, 0, 1, this, and then this. First, that's every day. Yeah, how come this doesn't... What? 0, 0. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. 0, 0, 1. The month. You know, they should update this so, like, it should be like, so you can easily tell, you know? Like, when the next time it will run. Okay. So now, let me do this for the Spotify one. So, Spotify, we're also going to do 0, 10, 2, 2, 2. And then instead of YouTube, it's going to be Spotify. And then it's going to be update Spotify today. Yep. And then update yesterday will be Spotify too. So 0, 0, this, and then it's gonna be Spotify. They should make it easy to import, like it's so difficult to do multiple. Update Spotify yesterday. Yeah, Spotify yesterday. Last week. Update Spotify last week. Every month, every day, every Monday. Update Spotify last week. Okay. Update Spotify last month. Update Spotify last month. And then we go 0, 0, 1. like this, right? So, oh, hold on. Update Spotify last month. Okay. And then last year. Update Spotify last year. 0, 0, 1, 1. Spotify. Update Spotify artist stats. Yeah, here. Update week before. Alright, so wait. Yeah, week before. Update Spotify. Week before is 0, 0, 0, 0, star, star, 0. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing this one, last 6 months. And then actually Spotify one is also missing last 6 months. So yeah, Spotify update Spotify last 6 months. I hope that didn't show anything. I don't think so. Let me just move that up here. Yeah, it didn't show anything. That's fine. Update Spotify last 6 months, and that's 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then this, and then I think that. Update Spotify last 6 months. Yep. And then update, I think this one we need to update Spotify total album views. Update Spotify total album views. This one, 0, 0, star, 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 right? Like this. I can test one of these actually in a terminal. So I can test one of these, which I want to test this one, which I don't know if actually is updated. Hold on. Which one is it? Artist, Spotify stats. Yeah. So I can test one of these. PHP update Spotify artist stats.php. And it should have ran and given one for I think December, right? No? Huh? Error log. Hold on. Access denied. Okay, hold on. I need to give like admin access to that table. I always forget every time I do that. Okay, so then it's gonna be which table? Oh, this one, 2026. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right. Now that I did that, let me try again. Yeah, it seemed to have worked, but because I didn't do update today, uh there's nothing there. Although it should default to 0 when there's no views. So hold on. Why does it not default to 0? Oh, because it inserts it and then updates set today's views. And if there's none, then it should be 0. But that's fine. Because today's views hold on. I got an error. Update line 30. Wait, hold on. Let me delete this and then rerun it. Yeah, that doesn't, Wait, so update Spotify today updates view tracker Spotify. But if it doesn't update, then view tracker Spotify. View tracker. View tracker Spotify. But how did. Oh, so this needs to be set in there automatically when we add an artist. So. I need to export this, but only specific rows. But I need to set Alright, hold on. Not insert, but import. It already exists. Because, hold on. And then it creates this table, which we need to remove. Let me try this again. Okay, and then update, view, tracker Spotify set, today. That to be prior equal to 0. Zero total views, 0 total time equal to 0, total songs equal to 0, average views equal to 0. Like this. And then when we add a new artist, one thing, okay, so now, let me see, when I update this, there we go. There we go. But it should set it to 0. So let me, or the default should be 0 if it's not there. But that's fine. That's fine, actually. And I want to also make sure on here, I set this up for Music Randomizer Stats 2026. As well as user stats. So like that. It's gonna be hell if I need to ever change my password again. So December for Spotify stats. Now when I update the other one, yeah, see, now it updates properly. So let me actually delete this. Delete from here. And it should roll over into January. But now that we know that this is working, let's, I believe everything is good now. Not so much that I cared like if it's 0 or not. For some reason it sets today all to 0, or not non-zero, that is. Probably because it's a varchar and not an integer. But let me, hold on. I'm starting to unfollow people on Twitter now. Yeah, because I followed like almost 3,000 people, and I need to start unfollowing them. Yeah. Yeah, one thing I want to check the box office update. It hasn't updated yet, but yeah, Avatar already at $800 million. Yeah, so I think this is all good now. Now, one thing I want to do is this. I want to start going through the songs for Eminem at least and mapping them. So that way I have a clean slate of Eminem numbers. Because tomorrow we're gonna be doing. So hold on, let me. All right. Let me update my to-do list in here. So my to-do list is sort of like a Hold on. So like this was done. And sort of Spotify fetch. So, I mean, so Spotify scraper setup on server, right? Like I believe when I do this, I can get the latest numbers now. But the thing is, I need to set it up so like certain artists can get scraped or get the call made to. So I need to I if I do it on a server, the call, then I can set it up. But Tuesday 12/30 slash. So I do need to set this up here because I do want to hold on, collect M&M's stream mappings. Get what's the other one? So it's not just artists. You get you discography. You can also get. Couldn't you change this as a list? You could also do. Let me check. Hold on. So on Spotify, you can get all. I guess you can get all on Spotify. Um, which does this also include singles and stuff? Realist. Does this include Kill Shot, Venom, Nowhere Fast, Campaign Speech, The Monster, Recovery, Not Afraid. Um, Relapse Deluxe, Relapse, The Re-Up. So yeah, I don't know if this includes doesn't include some stuff, but like 8 Mile soundtrack, is that here? Yeah, like Lose Yourself isn't even here. And that I think is annoying because 8 Mile soundtrack. It's here, but like it's not on. It's on the various artists page here. So like, and which you can't view this, which is an issue. It's a compilation, but compilations re-up. Like it doesn't list on his thing, which is an issue, which I find annoying. Do do do. On my Twitter account. Hold on. Alright, something's wrong with my Twitter account right now. Yeah, I think I need to cool down on the Twitter thing. But yeah, so let me do this in which cause habits, this song mapped right here, update data, trouble mapped. And then while I do that, let me look at Eminem's Spotify. Oh, why does this not, hold on. Why is it not updating? I thought it would automatically update when I... Oh, why is it... Huh? Hold on. Fix Spotify stream mappings. Fix Spotify stream mappings. Why doesn't it want to work? Mapped song ID. Oh, wait. Album name. No. Select all from... Oh, wait. Maybe... Artist ID. Row ID. Let me restart the exam. I don't know why it not working all of a sudden. Hold on. I hear a cat meowing out there. Is there a cat outside? I don't see a cat. Oh, that's a squirrel. Bro, they really need to take the recycle at this apartment place. Alright, let me try now. No, I don't know why it's not working. This was literally working yesterday. Maybe, oh my god, why is there a summarize button? Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because something like this? No. Fix Spotify stream mappings. Streams. Select all from Spotify streams. Why does it not want to work? It only wants to work on one of them. An album name doesn't. Or album name. I don't get it. Why does this not want to work? What? Could it be because of this? But could it be because of this one? I don't get it. The code doesn't make sense to me. Did something change? And it's not reporting any errors, so I don't know. Music randomizer stats. Music randomizer stats. What does that have to do with this? Oh. User stats. Hold on. Oh, so when I fixed that issue earlier, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so now when I update this, and I update this, and I refresh, still 1? Huh? Shouldn't it be, or album ID, oh wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it's this, hold on. Wait, what? Alright. Now, yeah, 3 songs tracking. Let's go. Oh, and then I should put like a so one thing I want to put on here, view artist songs, is I also want to have it so it loads songs that aren't like this, but hold on. I need to do this in a certain way here. Current songs table. Hold on. And then I want to load songs where the Spotify isn't mapped, but hold on. I need to change this. Then it does that. Alright, let me see if this works. Hold on. This isn't. I wanted to scroll. What the fuck? Is it like multiple elements? What is this? View artist songs. Oh, but the height of the table. Let me see. The height is 50%. Load table. Wait, hold on. Well, I mean, they really don't have to be like too high. Like, why is the height not working? $250 pixels. Yeah, display. Hold on. Display block. Height is. I don't know where my. Yeah, so if the height needs to be here, then. Oh, but it's. Hold on. Why didn't I fix this so it doesn't. Songs table 2. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, like that. And then songs not Spotify map. This one should also be like. Okay, so this one should also be like this, but. And then I think I get rid of. Yeah, like that. And then what we want to then do is filter it though. So if it doesn't have a mapped song, so what we want to then do is this is sort of like a double. Oh, you can't see it. It's a different script, but almost like a double like this here, where if we select in here, where we select all from Spotify streams, where mapped song ID. Uh, how do I do this? Allegedly, this should work. $300. But I don't have 5 songs mapped. That's the difference. Do I? Let me double check. Oh, I do. Do have 5 songs mapped. Okay. So yeah. So let's do this. And then there's the other one that we need to do with the fetching. I assume it's not the Oh, I got 2 songs from Eminem called Houdini. I got it as a single. Alright, hold on. Okay, so let me update this and then view songs. I didn't think this took that long. Maybe I'll make this less. Because it seems like it really takes a toll on it to render in 15,000 songs. Alright, now let me refresh this. And one thing I want to do eventually next year is I want to redo this in React.js, but I need to not do it in this. I need to keep this like existing. And I need to keep the React.js one separate. And I remember when Codex used to just give me $0.59 so far today. Hold on. Done. $2.50. Where's my phone? Bro, what does Arctic's Entertainment even do nowadays? Like, they created Adventure Quest, but, like, do they do anything else? Dragon Fable? But Arctic's Entertainment, like... Breaking Benjamin. Like, I really remember playing... Wait, these are real people in Adventure Quest? I didn't realize that. These are real people. Hmm. Let me check with ChatGPT. I wonder how they're doing. Are they still popular? I meant still. How do they stay afloat? Damn, AQW averages 110 active players as a 30-day average. Damn. Oh wait, did something update here? Hold on. Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11. I hope no one installs Habit Tracker yet. I feel like I need to like it's currently broken, so I feel like it's odd. Yep, update, update. Temporary update. Boom, 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 boom. 19 updated so far. It's not showing any. Why does this show Spotify numbers? Lighters? Wait. Oh no, but lighters is not lighters is the other person's song. Oh, curtain call to walk on water. Okay, but it's gonna be duplicate then, right? I don't know how do I like I need to like figure out how to like I need to add another entry, be like duplicate song ID, and then add ones there because there's gonna be multiple duplicate ones here. So I need to like I don't know. Or maybe like duplicate song ID or duplicate album ID. Like, I feel like I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Let me just go to localhost and look at Eminem's thing. The default is set to, yeah, 27 songs tracking now. Yeah, because how's lighters on Curtain Call 2, and then I'm gonna have to like figure out what to do with that because Bad Meets Evil have their own and they'll have lighters as well, right? Because if I search up Bad Meets Evil, Lighters is up here too, 313. Oh, and then total songs mapped. Let me also have total songs left. Yeah. What happened here? $152. Okay. I am phenomenal, phenomenal. I hope these are different IDs than the other ones. But I check it. Ooh, number 5. So I mapped 33 so far. Yeah. This is one thing that I'm hoping I can do. Venom remix. Yeah, he did a Venom remix. Yeah, and then is this love? Oh. Hello? No one there. Yeah. Is this phenomenal, phenomenal? Best friend. Darkness. And let me just double check that exclude is getting these songs. Yeah, duplicate, yeah. Kings never die. Kings never die. King and I. This song flopped. Farewell. Alfred interlude. What is Alfred's interlude? I guess intro. Yeah, here's Godzilla again. So what I'm gonna do is I need to once I update all these songs, I need to go to the page and then reflect those changes based off yeah, because on artist page, Spotify, where's I thought I had Spotify data here somewhere. Oh, I gotta get this one. Hold on. Alright, let me just double check which one I'm picking. Yeah, and took the right one. Okay, yeah. There's an EV there. Yeah. Do do do. It is 12 o'clock. I've been live. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some stuff on my stream. Yeah. I'm probably gonna stop streaming in like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. I feel like I've already done that one. Yeah, I've already done 64, 65 maybe. So this will be very fast. Although Eminem's got like 300 songs. But once I do this, then I need to set up calling it every day. Come on, select it. Kamikaze. Fucking kamikaze. Dropping bombs all over the Nazis. What are you looking for? So now I'll know if the mapping's incorrect when I look at the data on my site and then compare it to Spotify. Which one is that? It's definitely not that one. Eminem fondled the 2 Chainz one. 87. All right, let me see what he's got now. It's tracking 879, 19 million streams. Oh wait, hold on. Do, do, do. I was framed. Yeah, I guess the it's gonna have double though. I think, cause no, cause on YouTube it's different, but on Spotify it's the same. I don't get it. But if the YouTube streams don't count, then no, it don't matter. But at the same time, like it do. Do, 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 do. They blindfolded? Chicken? These people, like, they can never understand what chicken tastes like. It is so weird. So I might need to change some of these to be like, use this one. So, like, for the streams, use this one. I'm wondering if I should probably move these to separate tables. So, like, I keep this one, and then I move the ones that aren't mapped into a separate one. So that way it's easier to separate things and read it. Mr. Mather's good. Steve Berman. FaZe
Okay?
Clan's
I knew
over with.
with my whole chest that FaZe was going to disappear as an org 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I made a video on Mobile Mail back when I was doing it in May about one of the most pathetic, viral campaign attempts I've ever seen, the Phase 5 campaign or the Phase 1 campaign, whatever they call it, where they had everybody IRL streaming trying to find the new phaser. Okay, and this is what it was back in 2022, back when they were a publicly traded company, and they have since rebounded from there. And it's easy now, it's easy to be a hindsight Harry. It's easy now to be like, oh my god, how could these guys have less phase? Phase is doing so well, blah 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 blah. When these guys were initially signed to Phase, the Phase organization got a lot of heat. I don't like saying the clan, so I'm just gonna call it the org. But the
The
org got a
clan.
lot of heat. All right, not a lot of people agreed.
The
Not a lot of people
clan.
against the new direction. It was a lot different from what they were known for. Right, it was a Call of Duty trick-shotting clan filled with mostly gamers. And in April of 2024, and then May of 2024, they signed like I think 7 creators that would form the core of this new content group. And these new creators, okay, names that I'm sure you guys will connect with Phase, okay, were pretty small creators, but had something in common. They were mostly IRL. They are pretty much all, with zero exceptions, dog shit at gaming. Okay, and they were all rising streamers. Now these are stats I pulled. This is the Sully note of every single person who signed Phase the year before they joined the org. So if we go through, you can see, the numbers. This is average viewership. They were successful streamers. A lot of them were on the rise, but they were not massive streamers. Okay, we're talking anywhere from 2,000 concurrent viewers to 5,000 concurrent viewers. Okay, but they had a trend line that was going up. And in Nadav's case, the guy literally had never streamed before. All right, now fast forward. This is the last 365 days. Okay, this is the last year.
Boom, boom,
Basically,
boom.
everybody in this org doubled, quadrupled, or 10x in viewership. Like literally over the course of a couple years, went from people who didn't stream at all who became 10K Andes, or people who were like 2 to 5K viewers who are now 20K Andes and at the top of Twitch, the genuine top. Not only that, they won Best Content Organization 2024 and Best Content Org 2025. Okay, so how do you go from that to it all falling to shit? Well, there were signs. Okay, I would argue there were signs. This tweet isn't from Christmas Day. If you kept up, Max left Phase early August. All right, early August, Max left Phase, which not many people knew why. It was confusing at the time, but we'll get back to that. Okay, Max leaves Phase. All right, interesting. We'll get back to that. What was Phase really, really wildly successful at? Hype. I would argue they maybe didn't create, but are the poster boys of clip farming. Okay, the new era of streaming, where your entire
Clip
stream
farming.
is based around farming a few clips that then get millions, if not tens of millions of views online, that then bring a lot more attention to you, your brand, your stream, whatever. All right, they are literally the kings of clip farming, and because of that, their clips have been seen by hundreds of millions of people. The issue is FaZe Clan has had an issue that has plagued them for about the last 15 years, and it is probably their biggest weak point as an organization. They are not good at it. They've been ass at it. It has basically ruined them time and time again. They are bad at making money. Simply put, that is their biggest flaw as an organization. They do not make money. They are all hype with no substance behind it. They do
No
nothing
money.
to effectively make money. Okay? I think their motto has been, let's do the craziest shit we can, ask questions later. All right? And I'm talking about the organization. I'm not talking about the individual influencers within it. That is true. The individual influencers within it did get very rich, but the organization never got rich. They built a lot of hype, but what does that hype give you? Okay? It could dupe people into investing, but they basically stretched that line as far as it could go. So you have a lot of hype. People see that hype, so they put money into it. You use that money to make more hype. More people invest more money. They took that all the way to the stock market when they did a merge with B. Riley Principal, and they had a
Just
valuation
don't give a
of
fuck.
$1 billion. $1 billion. The day that it was listed, it went down in valuation by over $250 million. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the ownership, I don't blame you. It's changed a lot. The person who owns the most shares of FaZe So it went from the absolute highest highs, as much hype as possible, publicly traded, did a SPAC, was valued at $1 billion. Now $11 million gets you control of the organization. So anyway, that's the new owner of it. So what happened here? Well, FaZe Clan went back to doing what they do best: building a lot of hype and making zero fucking dollars doing it. And that's just not speculation. That's also the words of Matt Kalish himself, who said the current financial structure of FaZe is unsustainable. According to Matt Kalish, chief executive officer at Hardscope, a FaZe investor, he gave the influencers who operated from a multi-million-dollar Los Angeles mansion the option to go independent or sign deals with Hardscope. He had talks last week and plans to continue on Fell. So that's basically the short version. If you want the really skinny version, it's that FaZe didn't make enough money. The owner wanted to sign them to a deal which was going to make the org more money and the workers, the streamers, less money. The streamers said no to that deal, and that's where we are now. Okay? Now we're missing a pretty big component of this, which I now want to address, which is, of course, the figurehead of FaZe. Never the owner by terms of capital, but let's
Banks.
say the lead visionary of the org over the last like 15 years, basically. We're talking about Brother Banks. Absolutely. Now, if you ask him, Banks will say, I have nothing to do with what's going on at FaZe Clan right now. I left 4 months ago and have moved on with my life. Fortunate to see, wishing everyone the best. Here to help. Nobody loves FaZe Clan. Okay. So basically, I have nothing to do with it. I am not in FaZe. That's what Banks says. Okay. Now, this actually does line up nicely. Now, there's this clip from this young streamer who explained why he stepped out of the org.
Hold
Now, I
on.
won't lie, this is a gross amount of brain rot. The simplistic version is that he did not get along with the talent, and that's why he left. Okay? Here's the brain rot version from this young streamer. We brought Team Jakura anyway. For those of you above the age of 30 in my chat, which there are a few of you, Banks allegedly made a comment about Sakura possibly calling her a six, though he denies this. So if you watch the clip, could lead you to believe that he's lying about denying it. So right now, unfortunately, he is on hood watch from NMS.
What the fuck?
Although before he would walk into a room and farm aura, now he's farming L's. So yeah, I'm 30 and tapped in. What about it? All you actually need to know is that Banks did not get along with the talent. And the talent control everything. Because the talent are the org. Right? What is FaZe Clan? It is the talent who are a part of FaZe Clan. So they don't get along, so Banks stepped down. But does he actually? You see, there
Oh wait,
were
I should
because
put
remember
in
when we were
here
the streamer awards,
album ID also.
voted one of Matt Kalish's businesses. Let me show you the ad.
And the winner for Streamer of the Year is you.
Now this is a POV ad of you being a successful creator, and then promotes Hardscope at the end with coming soon. And all links to is a website called Hardscope, which if you go to still, by the way, it would link you to a website that shows you their services and then their creators. What you can see here are all FaZe members. Okay? This is more apt to say former creators. What is Hardscope? Hardscope was launched, okay, just this month by Matt Kalish, and it markets itself as the operating system for the creator economy, connecting brands and fans with the most influential streamers built to lead culture. The way I understand it,
So I assume this may be.
Disneyfy streaming. You can call it a glorified ad agency, you can call it a management team, but what they're trying to do is
Okay, so now one thing I want to do here is the thing is I can't exactly like I don't know how to explain this because this should be technically here, but because it isn't, then I don't know. Feel like I need another page here. Fix Spotify stream mappings and then fix Spotify stream mappings too, and then one thing I want to do is list if it does not coincide with the other one. So let me try and see if I could get this query set up for it. 251, nice. So I need to get a new query and set it up. So hold on. And then load artist, other one here. And then when we do this, we fix 2 here. Or maybe, hold on. Maybe I should do this instead. I should do this and then do Spotify and then remove these ones here. This one here. And then so that way we move the Spotify ones in here. So now Spotify, we fixed 2. This query, let me set this query up here for 2. And then we set this one up here. Oh, it still didn't. Okay, hold on. But let me. I need to save this in case I lose it. Because I think last time, a long time ago, but I didn't commit my changes. I lost all my stuff in my control panel, and I was like really pissed actually that I lost everything. So hold on. So I don't know if maybe I should do it on an album by album basis for the doing this because I don't know. But where artist ID. Oh, actually, we don't care about artist ID. But this should not. This should be. Hold on. Yeah, like this habits. Um, but this should be giving me songs that are in here, but that aren't mapped here. So maybe I do this. Lucifer, Antichrist. But that's the select all from. Oh, but wait, that doesn't make sense. I can't do that backwards because it won't know. That's the thing, it won't know. So, how do I do this then? What's the best way to do this? Because if I don't know, if it doesn't know, then how can I... How does this work? Because the fact that it doesn't have a thing, like let me check like elevate. No, even my darling. How is my darling not even in here? Where song name equals this. Yeah, it has them two. It has them both in here. But I think because when I run my script, I need to check for um probably similarity. I don't know because it looks like track number is different based on what project it's on, which will become an issue later. But like my darling, for example, and then maybe elevator. 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 Elevator's here, but it's on relapse refill. But the thing is, when I run my script for the endpoint, it doesn't. It only checks. Hold on. Album name. Hold on. Track URI. Select one from. But then select track URI from streams exclude. Where select ID and album name from. So that's where it gets that, in which I guess. Oh, but this checks it from. Yep, this is the issue now. I only checked this actually. So let me change this here so then I can rerun this script. Okay. Let me check this. Yeah, so it does this, and then let me do this. And then all special, is it all special albums where Spotify ID equals blank, which is expected. This is why adding the special Spotify ID is. But then we don't know album info name, album data, tracks, extract tracks, data. Dude, I don't know if we get the name though, right? Hold on, I do have this in site scripts. Let me see if I have a backup of the data here. No. But if I do this, then it might be faster. Um, but then it, hold on. Here. So I need to update the other one. And this is functions that I need to update. And then when I update functions now, I need to go back to terminal and reset running it so I can cd into this and then reset running this, and then I can look at the journal logs here. Oh, but if it's already set in, will this work? If it's already set in, it won't insert it, right? Or will it update? Let me see. Update stream count if it exists. Track ID. Wait. Oh, okay. But then how can I make it so if it exists comes from this, select where artist ID equals this, update this, but then what if, okay, for this, what if it never originally existed? Let me see if this will work. Well, no. Bro, this shit is retarded. Like, honestly. I wanted to update, okay, so if it exists, all right, hold on. I do this, and then let me just double check this makes sense. If album ID does not equal 0, then we just update the stream count and last updated. But album ID is missing, then we want to set update album ID as well as album name. It's called album name, right? And with that, we get the album name. Where is it? Up here. I think this makes sense. Update stream count, album ID, album name, last updated. Where track URI is that? Yeah, if row, album ID. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Let me update this and then rerun it. Now, Okay, and then this, and then if I go to fail to fetch. Why did it fail to fetch? Oh, so I need to, okay. So I do have that. Oh no, but I do have, wait, hold on. I do have that here. Oh, you know why? Oh, I know why. Hold on. My connection didn't. Alright, now let me try. I do wish that the terminal showed a thing. Oh, there it goes. Do do do. Oh, but wait, if it's from special album ID, fuck, fuck. Okay, didn't. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Um, but yeah, that's the one thing I just realized is if it updates that, we need to update not album ID, but special album ID. So, um, we do this. If we update special album ID, um, we update this with special album ID equals that. But it's fine because it didn't even work to begin with, so that's fine. So we need to address this though. So that way it checks. Oh, and we need to get check for both too. So if I do all actually instead of discography, If I do all, then it would count as a single, in which then it wouldn't update, it would insert, and but that is something that I can probably look at changing though, because instead of discography album ID all, and then Spotify, we do this show all, discography all, but I don't know if that would work or if that's different. So maybe I could run it locally and just check. Let me see. I should be able to run this locally um, without needing to insert anything. Let me see. Yeah, upsert artist. Let me. What does this get called? Here. Um. Oh, but because I look for container. Let me check something real quick. Snoop Dogg. Guns and Smoke. Yeah, it treats it as an album. Let me just double check. URI and data side of V2 query. Let me just double check. My partner Pathfinder V2 query. Operation name. Query album tracks. Get variables. Yeah, we could do all, actually. I think we could safely do all lowercase. And it may end up being the same, but all should give us everything at least. Um, and it may take a little longer, but that's fine. The only thing now that I think I need to do is it's not inserting it for some reason. If special row where Spotify ID. Select ID, album name. From all special albums, where Spotify ID equals S. S is album Spotify there. And then here, and then if not that, then if special album ID. If special album ID does not equal 0, then we do this. update Spotify stream, set stream count. Okay, let me update this and then see if it will work. And then we want to call this startup for it. Call these logs. And then refresh this. Call this. And then it should start working, I'm hoping. Should be inserting new ones. That's what I would be expecting. Let's see. It didn't, huh. Maybe it had an error. Let me actually start putting some logging tools in here because I can't exactly like figure out what it's doing if when I update it. So let me do this. We'll say page is this. Log this, and then let me see. Will it load this? Update that. Alright, let me try this. And then I gotta rerun this. And then call this, and then refresh this, and then alright, hold on. Why is this no longer working? If I go to here, artist IDs, discography, all. Why does this no longer work? Yeah, this should work. Hold on. Alright, let me update this one. Maybe. Okay. And then let me try. Let me check. Hold on. ChatGPT. Oh, okay. Wait. Hold on. I gotta do this and then run this. And then run this. And then it should work. Did this still connect? Yeah. The wrong page. No. It's not updating with the latest code for some reason. Alright, hold on. Okay. Hold on. I gotta pee badly. Ugh. All right, this looks good. And then now, let me make sure it's not. Refresh this. Yeah, if I do discography all, there it goes. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer now, but this should work then. And then I can map like the song streams easily, much easier, I guess. It is a ton. There it goes. Yep. 609 songs, but 609 songs, but it is able to map some of these now properly. So some of these that have special album ID. Maybe I should check. I don't know. But it's some of these are fine now. So now, all right, hold on. Let me save these steps now. And then if I go back to here, this should update with some here habits, you know. Mourner's edition is whatever, but like I can the issue now I come into is yeah, I removed Renaissance. I had Renaissance here and I already told it to not do Renaissance, but now my issue is I don't know what to do with it. Because I guess because it's a duplicate, right? It needs to remap to the streams of the other one. So if it's a special edition song, then it counts. If it's a special edition like difference, like I don't know. Let me also fix this on the other one. View artist songs with load artist songs here. Yeah, and then this here as well. Oh no, I already have that there. Like this. So if I do Eminem, it should update. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do do do. Yeah, so now that it mapped everything, I can go easily exclude and go through things. I'm gonna end my stream here. I did update everything else. Uh oh, one thing I didn't update is on my site, but I plan to do that after, okay? Like there's not much I plan to do with it as of right now. Um so I plan to do that after. But yeah, everything's going good now. I just need to make sure it stays going good. You feel me? You know, you know. All right, I'm gonna end my stream here.